Greetings to you all, and welcome back to Let's Play Red Alert Alternative. Loading back from our save point from the previous video, and apparently I forgot that I immediately get attacked by Humvee. Wonderful stuff. So this time we know what we're facing. And we know that when we disembark on that island in the top right, we gotta leg it. But we can do that.
Yes, move out. Yes, sir. Moving out, Commander. Move out. Of course. Move out. Moving out. Yes. Move out. Move out. Move out. Medic report. Commander. Move out. Move out. Move out. Move out. Of course.
Hang on, are those guys checking on the prisoners?
Affirmative. Yes. Move out.
And then they notice the prisoners are gone, and that's why they chase me. I know these are the guys that always catch up to me eventually, and that ended one of my attempts.
Yes, affirmative. Commander. Of course. Of course.
But from a narrative point of view,
Yes, of course. Of course.
are they essentially the guards? Am I just reading too much into everything? I don't know. Where do I draw the line? What do I assume is deliberate?
Move out. Of course. Of course.
And what is me just filling in the blanks automatically? It's hard to say.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Move out. Of course. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, of course. Move out. Move out. Of course. Of course. Of course.
Evening, lads.
Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes.
Took that one like a champ.
Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Medic reporting.
Right then, so this time,
Move out.
once we land, we are going to run like no one's business.
Of course.
That terrified me.
Of course. Yes, sir.
I assume the whole crew is needed.
Affirmative.
I guess technically the medic isn't needed.
No, affirmative.
And I know there's no point going this way because a boat spawns here and runs after me.
Affirmative.
So if I go that way, I'm just going to get sunk
Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
by the incredibly overpowered gunboats.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative.
I hear grenades going off. I think it's that one soldier who's lost his mind.
Affirmative.
Just taking it out on the walls.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Okay, we've got no time to waste. There's nothing else here. Let's just go. Team, move, run for your lives.
Move out. Of course. Move out. Of course. Of course. Move out. Of course. Of course. Of course. Move out.
I don't know who this guy is, but I am terrified of him.
Of course.
Get the hell out of here.
Move out. Move out.
Good thing I echolocated that guy.
Of course.
Civilians, save me.
Of course.
Can you distract this guy, this chap? Enemy soldier. I was hoping he'd have a name.
Move out. Of course.
I need to attribute him a name, and I don't know what to call him.
Of course. Move out.
Which way do I follow this T-junction? To the left, I guess.
Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Medic affirmative. Affirmative.
It's genuinely frightening being chased down by this guy. Now that I know what he's capable of, and I know I can't kill him with gunfire.
Of course. Move out. Commander. Of course. Of course. Move out. Of course. Yes, of course. Commander.
Fortunately, these guys are blind as bats.
Move out. Move out. Yes, sir. Move out.
Gives me an opening. Run. That's not what we want to see.
Of course. Move out. Of course. Move out.
Yeah, he's on a tight schedule. He's not got time to chase down the intruders.
Of course. Of course.
I can respect that.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes.
No!
Your mission is a failure.
I think that may have literally been my last opponent.
Mission loaded.
Yes, sir. Of course.
Can I beat the Humvee if I just run fast,
Of course.
rather than having to wait for this damn thing?
Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Move out. Of course. Of course.
Okay, I mean, that's one way of getting through it.
Move out. Of course. Of course. Move
So
out.
it looked like he just saw the fight and changed his mind.
Of course.
Felt like, nah, I'm out of there. But what actually happened is I blocked this pathway, this one tile gap,
Move out.
so he had to path around to get to his
Of course.
waypoint.
Of course. Of course. Of course.
So it looked silly, but I understand why that happened.
Affirmative.
And something I can use to my advantage, so that's wonderful.
Commander. Of course. Move out. Of course. course. Of course. Yes. Of course. Move out. Of course.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Move out. Move out.
Don't want to save scum too much, but I feel like we can probably make a save just as we land on the island in the top right. This section is
Of course.
kind of by the books now.
Of course. Of course. Of course.
The only thing that changes is how much damage the medic takes, because everything else can obviously be healed away.
Yes. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes. Move out. Of course. We need more help. Moving out. Yes, sir. Move out.
It's so annoying that he creates this hole, because it allows all of the units to flood out of there. But then again, it's very confusing that the units didn't care about me. They just shoot me as they drive past and then give up. Focus on their primary objective.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
I wonder why it shows me this. I want to blow this up, but I can't. You know how it is when you see explosive barrels in this game.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir. Commander, move out.
Alright, let's go. Follow me, guys.
Of course. Of course. Yes. Of course. Move out.
The sneaky tree placement is...
Of course. Of course.
it's clever, but it's annoying at the same time.
Of course. Of course. Yes, affirmative. Yes. Engineering affirmative. Of course.
Fantastic, we gave him the slip.
Medic reporting. Yes. Of course.
I don't know how he's tracking me, but he's doing poorly. Oh, he's back on my scent.
Move out. Of course. Move out. Of course. Of course.
I just realised, ever since I picked up my gun, I'm no longer a spy. I mean, I am. Storyline-wise, still a spy.
Commander, move out.
But everyone can identify me on sight.
Move out.
I'm not disguised anymore, that's probably the better way of explaining it.
Of course. Of course.
I don't think I've ever heard this music before.
Move out. Move out. Of course. Of course.
It's very tense. It fits the moment.
Medic report out. Commander, of course.
Possibly I need to go to the right here instead of to the base, but we'll see.
Yes, sir.
Depends if there's anything guarding the base.
Of course. Engineering. Yes, of course. Move out. Of course. Move out. Of course. Of course.
Come on, it's not that hard. It's just one man. He's not even far away.
Yes. Commander, move out. Of course. Move out. Yes, affirmative.
Complete your objectives, men.
Move out.
New construction options. Building.
You and me both.
Commander, of course.
As a cheap mammoth tank, it's going to be some kind of knockoff.
Commander, of course.
Stop that
Of
man
course. Move out.
before he kills us all.
Reporting.
Our base is under
Never mind, get in the mammoth.
Yes, sir.
I understand. We can board the mammoth.
Affirmative. Yes. Commander, of course.
Please let me in.
Yes, sir.
Don't die crawling in. Okay. I like the way I say me and I. Well, that's not nice.
Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
This level's never going to give me a break, is it? Not for a second. What is this?
Affirmative.
Bog off.
unit lost. Unit lost. Your mission is a failure.
Good heavens, why does this game hate me so much? Still, a mammoth tank I can ride in. That only costs 150 credits. Oh, that's the good stuff.
Medic report. Move out. Move out. Commander, of course.
I love it though, it's so hectic.
Yes,
I'm just
of
always
course.
under attack.
Of course. Of course.
I never get a
Yes,
moment to
of
think.
course. Move out.
Which is good, because we're a spy behind enemy lines who's been caught out.
Move out.
So it should be
Of
hectic,
course.
it should be mad.
Of course. Commander, of course.
Just doing what we can to try and survive.
Move out. Of course. Move out. Move out. Of course.
Part of me wants to explore to the right here just to see if there is anything, out of curiosity.
Of course.
Curiosity is a powerful driving force. Let's have a look.
Move out. Move out.
can I hear buildings being destroyed?
Move out. Move out. Move out.
Curiosity has met its end.
Of course. Move out. Move
I can send the mammoth tank this way, perhaps.
Move out. Of course. Of course. Of course. Move out.
Doesn't seem to be the goal,
Of course. Of course. Of course.
but it would be fun.
Move out. Move out. Yes. Yes. Of course. Of course.
But then I would have to move past the world's most elite commando. I'm gonna die, aren't I? Okay, I can't just walk up to 4 guys. And when I say walk, I mean crawl.
Mission loaded.
Did you just wave everyone else
Of course. Move out.
off the transport?
Yes, sir. Yes. Of course. Of course. Commander. Of course. Move out.
Oh, the building destruction noise I heard was probably this guy killing the transport.
Of course.
That would make sense.
Of course.
Never mind. I'm wrong.
Yes. Of course.
He's not interested in anything that can't shoot back.
Of course. Of course. Of course. Move out. Move out. Move out. Of course. Of course.
Hang on in there, medic.
Move out.
It's a rough life, I know.
Of course. Move out. Move out. Move out.
Does make me wonder if I take the mammoth over here, destroy the SAM site, maybe I get some reinforcement of some kind.
Affirmative. Engineering. Move out.
Hard to know, hard to know.
Of course. Yes. Affirmative. Medic report. Affirmative.
But the fact there's no base towers defending the mammoth tank
Of course.
facility
Affirmative.
tells me I need to get the mammoth tank first.
Commander. Move out. Move out.
That seems obvious to me.
Of course. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes. Move out. Yes, sir. Moving out. Commander. Move out. Of course. Of course.
I'm going to use the G key. It's not working.
Of course. Move out. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out. Commander. Move out.
The red alert engine is kind of like rolling dice.
Of course.
You press a button, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Sometimes you just snipe everyone in one shot, rapid fire. Sometimes you just crawl towards them until you die.
Of course.
There is no consistency.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes.
New construction options.
Of course.
Building insufficient
Of
funds.
course. Move out.
Unit
Move out.
ready.
So the other choice I've got is I could push downwards instantly through these
Yes, sir. Move out.
before the Tesla gets built.
Yes, sir.
That might be the strat. Yeah, let's go. I don't even need to destroy these, let's just run.
Our base is under attack.
I've got one over on you, mate. Am I even going? What the devil is this? Oh, come on then, bring it. I got the world's strongest mammoth tank. Look at those rockets, they're insane. Not that one was a dud. But the rest were insane.
Unit lost.
Devil himself is still chasing me. Alright, go home now. Why would you send this after a mammoth tank? What do you think it's going to do? It's just going to chip the paintwork. If this is supposed to be a secret mission, I think we've lost the stealth. If you'll excuse me. Get Ortega to their research facility.
Mission accomplished.
Yes, Ortega is here. In his tank. I don't know how I'm getting out. I don't know how I'm getting into the facility, taking over the place. Stealing the flame tank blueprints and getting out alive. Maybe I just sort of email them over and then die in the facility. Let's assume that. But hey, as a mission complete, I've no idea who that psychotic lunatic chasing me was. I wonder if we'll see him again. Perhaps. Perhaps. Only one way to find out, and that's by watching the next video. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I shall see you then.